This is Rod. You're tuned in to Rod's Rock and Roll High School. Celebrating this week with the Whitesburg High School class of 1956. Looking back just before the August month, on July 28th, Bert T. Combs, the Democratic candidate for governor of Kentucky, visits Letcher County and spends the day touring the county from Olvie through Jenkins, and at 6:30 p.m. concludes the day with a spectacular speech at the Alinda Inn Drive-In Theater. And also on the 28th, former Secretary of State Cordell Hull dies from a stroke at the age of 83. He is known throughout America as the Father of the United Nations, and on the 30th, A.B. Happy Chandler visits Whitesburg. And we start out on August 29th, 1955. The opening day for school in Letcher County. Freshmen will register tomorrow, Tuesday, August 30th. Seniors and sophomores will attend classes on Wednesday, August 31st. School will be closed while teachers take census Thursday. As your summer comes to an end, two songs have topped the weekly music chart since the end of your last school year. Throughout the end of May until the second week of July, the tune you made popular on radio station was Unchained Melody. Then beginning on July 9th, Bill Haley and the Comets rocked your world with Rock Around the Clock, just 2 days before you began your senior year at Whitesburg High School. And then that monster hit was replaced by the Yellow Rose of Texas. During the week of August 4th, it was learned that 2 Letcher County children have polio. The 5.5-year-old son of Mr. and Mrs. Grover Kraft of Mayking, and an Anderson child from the Hayman area. Both children are in the St. Joseph Hospital in Lexington. Also, as the summer comes to an end, you are enjoying something new. The new king-size Coke, now in a new 10-ounce bottle, as well as the regular 8-ounce, which is still available. The Whitesburg plant is the first plant in Kentucky to produce and sell the new 10-ounce bottled drink. And as you enter Whitesburg on your way to school, you can't miss the new bright red water tank being constructed atop Tunnel Hill, which the city hopes to have completed by Christmas. And as school begins, we find 148 bright-eyed youngsters beginning a journey of 175 school days. They have become the seniors of Whitesburg High School. Looking forward to that night in May at the Whitesburg Gymnasium when they shall become the Whitesburg High School senior class of 1956. It looks as if those in charge are trying to get used to the idea, for school is in session for you for 1 day, and then you get a day off so teachers can take census. Then you come back on Friday, just to end the week and find that you have a 3-day vacation ahead as you go into Labor Day. So enjoy it and take in a movie. You can take in a movie at the Alene Theater in Whitesburg on Saturday, September 3rd. Robert Cummings and Joan Crawford are starring in The Party Girl. Plus there's a second feature on the screen, Trail of Kit Carson. And then showing Sunday, Monday, Labor Day, is Robert Ryan in House of Bamboo, the Bowery Boys in High Society, and you also have a selected cartoon and newsreel. This is no doubt going to be a great year with a great group of students. Students that include James Darrell Blair, Charles Wendell Music, Linda Delano Wright, Rexford Polly, Joanne Goins, Ida Lillian Brown, Janice Marie Hall, George M. Kinser, Mary Ann Brock, Shirley Ann Kinser, Edward Earl Evans, Robert Ivan Sexton, Green Charles Jones, Jr., Bobby Carroll Adams, Orville Doyle, Jr., and Donella Breeding. And as school begins, we find that we now have a basketball coach at WHITESBURG High School. His name is Ernie Trosper. Mr. Trosper comes from Harlan, and by the time basketball season ends, Mr. Trosper and the Trosper Five make Yellow Jacket history. Also joining the staff of WHITESBURG High School this year is Donna Jo Adams, Mrs. Maurice Lewis, Michael Ellis, Leslie Morgan, and Cleo Stamper. And Mr. Kendall Boggs begins his third year as your principal. Over the summer, your lunchroom had gotten an overhaul. The wooden floors have been replaced with gray and tan tile over cement. Also, the walls and tables have been painted a light gray and ivory. From Tuesday, September 6th to Friday, September 16th at the Lucinda Drive-In Theater in Fusonia, 6 of the 8 movies shown during that time period were Westerns. Only on Sunday and Monday, September 11th and 12th, was a movie shown other than a Western. The WHITESBURG High School class of 1956 includes Kenton DeWill Moore, Janice McKnight, Joella Faye Craft, Janet Carroll Fields, Norman B. Adams, Anna Lois Everso, Pauline Delp, Shirley Jean Daniels, Remus Neal Hart, Jimmy H. Jones, Ola B. Sexton, Peggy Ann Fultz, Faye Adams, Freddie D. Castle, William H. Kinser, and Ellen Pennington. The enrollment at WHITESBURG High School for the school year of 1955-56 is 805 students. The senior class totals 148, while the freshman class totaled 300. The WHITESBURG High School annual band membership drive began on Monday, September 19th. The band director is Michael Ellis. The new band uniforms have been ordered, and the band got off to a great start by accompanying a football team to Benham Thursday night, September 15th. During September, Mr. Russell Price of the Kiva Motor Companies purchased the Combs Motor Company building on Railroad Street. In football, WHITESBURG High School defeat Wharton by a score of 26-14. Touchdowns were made by Jimmy Jones, Robert Meade, and Carlos Fastman Fugit. On Saturday, September 9th, the Yellow Jackets meet the Painesville Tigers and rack up a victory with a score of 14-12. 2 touchdowns were made by Robert Meade, one on a handoff and the other on an intercepted pass. However, the star performer of this game was Lloyd Hodge, who made some great runs. At the Benham game in September, the Yellow Jackets were outplayed in most all areas of the game. But victory was still difficult as the Jackets held fast, but were defeated with a score of 14-6. The band played the first time this year, forming a B for Benham and forming a W for Whitesburg. And while playing T for 2, they formed a coffee cup and saucer. Cheering for the Yellow Jackets were our cheerleaders, Lorna Likens, Murray Whitaker, Donna Spangler, Nancy King, and Lillian Frawley. On Saturday, September 23rd, the Jackets defeat Cumberland with a score of 38-12. Touchdowns were made by Jimmy Jones, Robert Meade, Carlos Fugit, and Lloyd Hodge. The band formed a C and WHS, and during their performance of Now Is the Hour, they formed a clock. Also during September, Mr. John Preston and his manual training class were busy painting a classroom, a pretty pastel green. During this time, classes in those rooms were held under the trees and in the auditorium. The magazine drive winner is Janet Isom, winning first prize. The class sold a total of $1,200 worth of magazines. In our typing room, Miss Donna Jo Adams has a sketch of a football field, complete with football heroes. Each of her students' names are placed on the field, and as skills were met, the football was passed down the field, and inscribed above the sketch were these words: "Here is a game worth winning, for it is played by several pros, who have achieved great glory in speed, accuracy, and goal. We are the humble beginners squad. We strive on the beam, and when you've made your comparison, remember next year's team." And as September winds down, the Yellow Rose of Texas is still topping the music charts, and the new television season begins. And as your senior year is picking up steam, so is television. It's becoming more and more and more popular. Not only is it becoming more and more popular, but it's becoming more and more common. So if you were one of the lucky people with TV in your home, you were able to see the beginning of one of the most popular TV shows to ever be made. As the 1955-56 television season began, so did the Western adventure Gunsmoke. And it would become so popular, one might predict that it will still be showing at least once every day over 50 years from now. During the month of September, it was reported that public assistance payments to the residents of Letcher County totaled $53,000 in Social Security, AFDC, and blind payment. The average Social Security payment for the recipients of Letcher County is $35.50 per month. The AFDC payments average $63, and the blind receive $37.12. During October, the Yellow Jackets football team defeats the Hazard Bulldogs 40-12. During halftime, the band forms an egg and plays the Mother Goose Jump. During the week of October 9, 1955, the city of Whitesburg celebrates the anniversary of the Bank of Whitesburg, which opened its doors on October 10, 1932. On October 10th, Whitesburg defeats Lynch at the score of 35-6. The senior class was enjoying a football game with a winning season, and among those seniors enjoying those games were Annette Bates, Tommy Ray Adams, Robert Meade, John Lynn Rice, Martha Collier, Harold Back, Woniva June Boggs, Daniel Collins, Gary Dean Long, Billy Hacker, Mary Jane Williams, Marvin Collins, Mary Dallas Fox, Charles Day, Shelby Jean Bates, Gerald Mullins, Shirley Frazier, Frank Combs, Pauline Brown, Kenneth Collins, Cleo Wampler, Darrell Caudle, Geneva Maggard, and Ronald Bentley. During October, Tepper's department store in WHITESBURG was running an advertisement which included the followings. Boys' jackets, $2.98. Ladies' penny loafers, $2.99. Men's sport shirts, $2.99. Flannel shirts, $1. Ladies' dress shoes, $1.99. Sheets, $2.19. And bedspreads, $2.33. On Thursday and Friday, October 14th and 15th, came the annual Teachers Conference, and of course, school was dismissed, giving you a 4-day weekend. The Yellow Jackets are in full steam again, defeating Jenkins with a score of 52-7. And showing at the Alling Theater on Sunday and Monday, October 16th and 17th, 1955, is Marilyn Monroe and Tom Ewell in the motion picture The 7-Year Itch. October is Halloween month, and the WHITESBURG High School senior candidates for the Halloween King and Queen are Anna Louise Daniels and Billy Hacker. And on Thursday, October 20th, the Star Service Station opens business in WHITESBURG. It is located just beyond the signal light on the road leading to Hazard. Stop by and see Jess Holbrooks Jr. and Kenneth Bentley soon. On Friday, October 21st, the Jackets meet Fleming Neon. Fleming is one of the Jackets' most dedicated rivals. So, in preparing for that game, a big prep rally is held, along with a march of the band and student body through the streets of WHITESBURG, leading to that night's victory over Fleming of 15-12. The Halloween month is also the festive month for WHITESBURG High School, as their annual football homecoming festivities take place. And on Friday, October 28th, just before 1 p.m., class is ended for the day, and students join the many people gathered on Main Street for the annual homecoming parade. The guest of honor, of course, is this year's homecoming queen, Miss Lena Likens, and her court attendants, Barbara Holstein, Rebecca Pace, Carol Brown, Betty Lou Adams, Betty Caudle, Ella Louise Jontz, Mary Elizabeth Whitaker, and Shirley Ruth Combs. The honors to the Queen and the court and the 24 floats are given at homecoming game that night, and the winning float was the VFW float. WHITESBURG defeats Prestonsburg that night with a score of 13-12, and after the game, a dance is given by the seniors at City Hall with a full house. However, sadness loomed over the entire proceeding Friday night as it was learned that 3 former students coming home for the game from Eastern Kentucky University was involved in a fatal car accident. Miss Betty Frances Webb was fatally injured, and 2 former students were hospitalized in critical condition. As we leave the month of October, we find that Roger Williams and the 4 Aces have topped the music charts through the last half of October and will continue through the last week of November with their hit single, Autumn Leaves, and Love is a Many Splendid Thing. On November 16, 1955, the first meeting of the Army Reserve to be established in Letcher County took place at the Neon City Hall, with First Lieutenant Jess Holbrook as commanding officer. On November 22nd, the WHITESBURG speech class presents a 1-act Thanksgiving play at the regular meeting of the WHITESBURG Rotary Club. The cast included Charles Adams, Shirley Brown, Phyllis Hall, Douglas Polly, and Betty Pratt. On November 24th, an article appeared in the Mountain Eagle by E.H. Johnson entitled, How to Keep Industry Away from Eastern Kentucky. The article listed several ways this could be accomplished, including, do not sell your land to investors unless you can get 4 or 5 times its worth. The county should then levy a really high tax. And if a factory or business is started, then unionize and demand for wage raises every 3 to 4 months. Mr. Johnson ends the article by stating that, of course, no one would do any of those things and that East Kentucky welcomes industry. In the classified ads during November, we find the following. For sale, a 56-acre farm on Highway 35 in southeast Ohio. $1,000 down and balanced by the month. For sale, 50 acres of tractor tillable land, 6-room house, barn, garage, and outbuilding, priced at $6,250. Small down payment and balance in payments. For sale, home, store, garage, and filling station combined, 3/4 mile outside Whitesburg near Whitco. Employment office girl with typing, bookkeeping, and shorthand skills wanted in Whitesburg. And the Whitesburg Miners Memorial Hospital is now accepting applications for the local workforce through December 1st for opening positions. Also in November at Reedy's Plumbing and Heating, Toyland opens for Christmas, and as December begins, Main Street comes aglow with Christmas lights strung back and forth overhead. And in the music world, Tennessee Ernie Ford has the #1 hit single, 16 Tons. And here at Whitesburg, a group of 149 students are getting closer and closer to becoming graduates of Whitesburg High School. Those students include Shirley Erling Brown, Vanessa Eldridge, Mary Jo Day, Harold Cook, Henrietta Tolliver, Cecil Ray Barnett, Annette Banks, Charles Lee Adams, Helen Ogilvie, Billy K. Banks, Joe Cook, Suzanne Kraft, Norman Fulton, Roy Perry, James Royce, Donald Woodford Webb, Chelsea Rowe Hall, Franklin Bentley, Betty Riley, and Yvonne Hilton. The 1956 class is proud of its school, its football programs, its band, and all of its students. And especially, they are proud of their class favorites. Miss Whitesburg High School, Phyllis Hall. Mr. Whitesburg, Don Webb. Best Personality, Ann Daniels and Jimmy Rogers. Prettiest Girl, Rebecca Pace. Most Handsome Boy, Doug Polly. Best Dressed, Ramona Sparks and Ronnie Bentley. Cutest Couple, Helen Ogilvie and Ben Webb. Wittiest, Elise Reynolds, Frank Combs. Best Voice, Janet Blair. Most Likely to Succeed, Joella Kraft and Harold Cook. Best Athletes, Football, Robert Meade. Track, Darrell Caudle. And Basketball, Rex Polly. A survey was made of the Whitesburg High School senior class of 1956 as to their favorite songs, and it was found that there was a great variety of musical appreciation among the class. Most popular song among the group was The Great Pretender. Also running high on the group was No, Not Much. See You Later, Alligator. Forever. Darling. Band of Gold. Heartbreak Hotel, and Memories Are Made of This. Down at the A&P Food Market on Main Street during the senior year, food was an outstanding bargain. Pork loin, 39 cents a pound. Fryers cut up, 49 cents a pound. Sliced bacon, 2 pound, for 99 cents. Shrimp, 59 cents a pound. Cantaloupes, 2 for 39 cents. Bananas, 19 cents a pound. Watermelons, 59 cents each. Pork and beans in a 52-ounce can, 29 cents. Soap, 2-bar package, 29 cents. Spanish cake bar, 33 cents. White bread, 17 cents a loaf. Woman's Day magazine, 17 cents. Chicken baking hens, 39 cents a pound. Chuck roast, 39 cents a pound. Wieners, 45 cents a package. Peaches, 4 pounds for 49 cents. Lemons, 39 cents a dozen. Oranges in a 5-pound bag, 59 cents. Dill pickles, 1/2 gallon jar, 39 cents. Cheese, 29 cents. Ajax cleanser, 2 16-ounce cans, 27 cents. Donuts, 19 cents a dozen. Breeze detergent in the giant size, 75 cents. The Voice of Democracy contest was waged by the local county high schools. Don Webb was the winner at the WHITESBURG High School, and in the contest between the district schools, Mr. Webb placed second. The first place winner is Ronald Polly of Jenkins High School, and his essay will be forwarded to the state contest. Hey, this is Rod, and you're tuned in to Rod's High School Hall of Fame, and this week we are looking and honoring the WHITESBURG High School class of 1956. And as December begins, the Yellow Jacket basketball team, under the new leadership of Coach Ernie Trosper, shows potential, but a need to polish their unity skills, which they do as the season wears on. And they became a team to be reckoned with. Mr. Trosper's squad contains 7 seniors: Basil Sexton, Rex Polly, Jimmy Blair, Robert Meade, Billy K. Banks, George Kinser, Jimmy Jones, and Darrell Caudle. The team also includes 4 juniors and 3 sophomores. As the season progresses, the team becomes known in basketball circles as the Trosper Five. The WHITESBURG Yellow Jackets begin the season at a slow pace, meeting Carr Creek and Combs High School. Although starting off slow, the team showed potential. The Jackets lost to Combs with a score of 73-61. However, Jimmy Darrell Blair demonstrated the future capacity of what could be expected of the Jackets when he scored 20 points in that game. Also in December, the R.C. Bottling Company plant at Ermine was sporting an attractive addition of 2 offices constructed to the front of the plant. The addition is a brick structure with asphalt tile for flooring, and the interior walls are beautiful knotty pine in a natural finish. And on top of the building during the Christmas season is a beautiful, attractive Christmas scene. 8 beautiful reindeers attractively designed in the act of pulling a sleigh. Also, there is a giant bottle of RC to go along with the Christmas scene. The WHITESBURG JCs purchased 100 Christmas trees for sale to the public to sponsor their Christmas party. The selling price of the trees is $1.50. Get your trees at Elmer's Market, the WHITESBURG Bargain Store, or at Reedy's Plumbing and Heating. The students at WHITESBURG High School were also getting excited about the Christmas season. Some of the seniors experiencing the Christmas feelings are Philip Back, Anna Partridge, Reba Lynn Adkins, Phyllis Hall, Sewell T. Barnett, Robert Snail, Canna Aris Adams, Norma Cole, Maxie Vern Gilly, Boyd Caudle, Roy Perry, Marie Ison, Gilmore Caudle, Wanda Stamper, Anthony Webb, Lyndall Burdell Gilley, Ardella Porter, Orell Hampton, Robert Wagner, and Phyllis Whitaker. Also, during December, your parents could find these Christmas bargains in preparation for the Christmas festivities and meals coming up at your house. Christmas turkeys, 4 to 15 pounds, 53 cents a pound. Hams, 43 cents a pound. Oranges, an 8-pound bag for 49 cents. Jane Parker pumpkin pie, 39 cents. Cranberries, 19 cents. Fruit cake, 1.5 pound, $1.45. 3 pound, $2.79. And 5 pound fruit cake for $3.99. On Friday, December 9th, 1955, the seniors had a meeting to discuss plans for funding the senior trip to Washington, D.C. that is coming up in May. There was also a pep rally at the auditorium with plenty of yelling in preparing for the game with Benham on Friday night. And also on Friday, the school was entertained by 2 Scottish Highlanders. And that night, the Yellow Jackets stung Benham with a score of 60-32. On Monday, December 12th, your high school rings and pins were delivered. And we sure had a proud bunch of seniors for a few days. Remember, some of those proud seniors were Eloise Bowling, James Douglas Polly, William F. Sparks, Emily Hall, James David Lewis, Betty Brock, Michael Adams, Virgil Kenser, Patsy Ashbrook, Marion Cole, Nancy McLeod, Dwayne Marvin Jarrett, Reva Gale Boggs, Rebecca Pace, Paul York, Ralph Plumbo, Charles Trent, Stella Yance, Ardella Porter, and Ida Lee McCrae. As the students of Whitesburg High School were heading for Christmas break, the electric machine shop moves to its new location at Pine Mountain Junction. During Christmas week on Friday, December 23rd at 6 p.m., the Star Service Station gave away a boy's bicycle to a lucky ticket holder, Stevie Stamper, son of Mr. and Mrs. Hassel Stamper. Cassie Quillen, owner of the Quillen Drug, gave away 56 gifts to the blind in Letcher County. Being blind himself, he has been extending his Christmas spirit to the blind citizens of Letcher County for the past several years. And on December 24th, Saturday, Christmas Eve, the Whitesburg VFW Post 5829 gave out Christmas treats to the children of Letcher County, and immediately after that, the VFW gives away a 1955 Buick valued at $2,400. On Thursday, December 29th, the Whitesburg Band Club sponsored a holiday dance at City Hall, and from 7:30 to midnight, all teenagers and college students are welcome. And as we leave December 1955, we say Happy New Year from the seniors of the Whitesburg High School class of 1956. And as January 1956 begins, although still in midwinter, it is 1956, and the seniors begin to realize that their time had come. It is 1956, and they are the Whitesburg High School class of 1956. And in just 4 months and 13 days, they will officially become the Whitesburg High School senior graduates of 1956, a class of 150 students. The class that included Shirley Ann Stallard, Gordon Meade, Juanova June Boggs, Charles Trent, Murray L. Noble, Kenneth Collins, Peggy Von Wick, and Verna Banks. Hey seniors, if you were home and gathered around your TV set, watching This Is Your Life with Ralph Edwards on the NBC television network, you were watching a tribute to the life of Mrs. Alice Lloyd, founder of Caney College. She was led to believe that she was going to California for a fundraising event for her college, and she ended up on the television show. On Monday, January 9th, the East Kentucky Beverage Company began distribution of Orange Crush in Letcher County. Semester tests are scheduled for the next week of January 9th, but were put on hold on Monday and Tuesday when snow appeared, forcing cancellation. On Thursday, January 12, 1956, the seniors were measured for band jackets. The jackets will display up to 6 stripes representing the junior high and senior high years in band. Also in January, the 1956 DeSoto was chosen for the Indianapolis 500 pace car for the Memorial Day race in May of 1956. Beginning in February, the Yellow Jacket basketball team rebounds, winning 7 of the 9 remaining games, and the Trosper 5 is born. On Thursday, January 26th, Letcher County participates in the Mother's March on Polio. The mothers throughout Letcher County will march through their own communities to collect donations for the fight against polio. The march will begin at 7 p.m. If you wish to donate, turn on your porch light. If you live in an apartment building, simply tie a ribbon around your doorknob. In February, groundwork was being laid for a new radio station in Letcher County. Letcher County has one radio station at this time, which is WTCW 920 on your dial, which began broadcasting in 1953. The new station will be located at Neon. A group of local businessmen met, organized, and filed an application for the FCC for a radio station for that community. It will become known as WNKY 1450 on your dial. The studios will be located in the upstairs portion of the Kinser building, and the tower will be constructed just outside Neon. Whitesburg High School senior Betty Crocker Homemaker of Tomorrow is selected. The future homemaker is selected by the high score of a written exam given to all senior girls at all high schools throughout the nation. Each high school has a winner, and that winner's score is compared to all other high schools in the United States to select the national winner. The state winner will receive a $1,500 scholarship and compete in the national contest. The runner-up will receive a $500 scholarship, and Whitesburg High School winner for 1956 is Ina Marguerite Polly. Also in February, the Letcher County Health Department received 720 doses of polio vaccine. The vaccine will be given to any child or youth up to age 20 on a first-come, first-served basis. The Kava Motor Company advertises a new 1956 two-door, six-passenger Buick Special Sedan, Model 48, for only $2,503.35 plus state and local taxes. The Kava Motor Company is located at the corner of Railroad and Madison Street in Whitesburg. Showing at the Alene Theater Sunday, Monday, February 12th and 13th is Randolph Scott, Dorothy Malone, Peggy Castle in Tall Man Riding. Frank Lovejoy also plays in the next feature, The Crooked Web, and a Deputy Droopity cartoon, along with the serial chapter of Steel Whip. In February, statistics were released showing that there had been 5 deaths recorded in the state roads in Letcher County during 1955. On Saturday, February 20th, on WTCW's High School Hit Parade, Mr. Don Crossway had as his guests Don Webb, Rex Polly, Herman Bush, Buddy Fields, Phyllis Hall, Danella Breeding, and Ramona Sparks. It was a very enjoyable day for them. The Speech Club was very busy during the week of February 22nd, planning and rehearsing for the Pikeville Drama Festival. The play representing Whitesburg High School would be Hannes. Performers will include Charles Adams, Don Webb, and Phyllis Hall. During the week of February 29th through March 3rd, 1956, Kingdom Come High School hosted the 53rd District Basketball Tournament. The B game starts at 6:30 and the A games begin at 8 p.m. On Saturday night, the finals of the 53rd District Tournament. The games will begin at 7 o'clock and at 8:30. On March 1st, the Whitesburg High School body participates in a pep rally and a parade through the city streets for their meet with Jenkins in the district basketball game that night. The team rode in cars and a snake dance was performed by the pep club. And that night, Jenkins goes down in defeat to the Jackets with a score of 95-65. And Saturday night, March 3rd, the Jackets walk off with the district tournament victory. At the regional tournament in Hazard, Whitesburg defeats Fleming Neon. And then on Friday, March 9th, in preparing to meet Leslie County in the regional tournament that night, Whitesburg High School holds a pep rally culminating with the team carrying Coach Trosper off on their shoulders. That night, the Jackets win and advance to the finals. In the finals on Saturday night, the Jackets lose to the Carr Creek Indians. However, they did lose to the best, for the Indians advanced and won the state championship. A sad but yet joyful season for the school, the team, and Whitesburg senior class of 1956. A class of 150 students that included Mildred Necessary, Shirley Brown, Marion Cole, John Rogers, Billy Wayne Morgan, Anna Daniels, Eloise Reynolds, and Virginia Carroll Caudle. The faculty of the Whitesburg High School chooses an outstanding senior boy to represent the Whitesburg Rotary Club and Whitesburg High School at the World Affairs Conference in Cincinnati, Ohio. On Sunday, March 11th, 1956, the newly constructed Whitesburg Miners Memorial Hospital holds open house. And on March 15th, ground cleaning begins for the old Henry Combs home on Madison Street to make way for a new building being erected by Clarence and Carl Harlow for the Whitesburg home of the Harlow Motor Company. On Tuesday, March 15th, classes were shortened, the Georgetown College Band performs in concert, and school is dismissed at 2 o'clock p.m. for a PTA meeting. Also in March, Miss Riley begins to prepare the seniors for their annual senior play. This year's play will be The Little Shepherd of Kingdom Come. And the March 22, 1956 issue of the Mountain Eagle carries an ad stating that the mother of the first baby born at the Whitesburg Miners Memorial Hospital after its opening on March 23rd will receive many lovely gifts from the clubs and the merchants from the Whitesburg area. Also contained in that issue was the following advertisement for the Whitesburg Bargain Store. 5 yards of material for $1. Work shirts, $1. Men's sports shirts, $1.98. Men's overall pants, $1.98. Men's dress hats, $3. Men's belts, $1. Men's gray and khaki pants, $2.88. Men's corduroy pants, $2.99. Men's quilted lined jackets, $4.99. Men's dress slippers, $4.98 to $10.98. Work socks, 5 pair for $1. Ladies' dresses, $3.99. Ladies' suits, all sizes, $8. Ladies' blouses, $1. Sheets, $1.29, and pillowcases, 24 cents each. On Saturday, April 7th, 1956, at 8 o'clock p.m., the Miller Brothers Indoor Animal Circus comes to Whitesburg. The performance is in the Whitesburg High School Gymnasium. There will be elephants and chimpanzees, a ballet of aerial artists, a trampoline, and a balancing act. Also in April, Achievement Day is held for Letcher County Schools. Contests and performances by area schools in competition with each other. There will be written exercises in the grade school auditorium, handicraft competitions in the high school gym, and athletic competitions at the football field. The Beta Club holds its annual banquet, and entertainment is provided by some of its members. The Beta Club members include Pat Baker, Anna Partridge, Janet Ison, Christine Banks, Wanda Addington, Ramona Sparks, Anita Sue Scott, Phyllis Hall, Murray Jane Williams, Janet Fields, Faye Adams, Norma Cole, Anita Everso, Stella Yantz, Joella Crabb, Janice McKnight, Margaret Marshall, Inez Pratt, Betty Pratt, Annette Raleigh, Verna Banks, Vernita Combs, Norma Stallard, S.T. Barrett, Ronald Collier, Johnny Doyle, Doug Polly, Harold Cook, and Eloise Reynolds. On April 10th, the junior class sponsored the Mardi Gras. This event replaced the junior-senior banquet of previous years. A dance band, games, and other events took place, and there was a crowning of the king and queen of the Mardi Gras. The king, Robert Meade. The queen, Rebecca Pace. Remus N. Hart of Southdown was hospitalized, and 3 other students were injured in an automobile accident that occurred below Cody in Knott County following the Mardi Gras festival. Remus received a broken collarbone and lacerations and was admitted to the Miners Memorial Hospital in Whitesburg, and the other 3, Miss Pat Kraft, Gilmer Caudle, and Miss Judy Dream, were treated and released with minor injuries. And showing at the Allen Theater Sunday and Monday, April 15th and 16th, is Marjorie Main and Arthur Honeycutt as Ma and Pa Kettle, starring in The Kettles of the Ozarks. On April 19th, Douglas Polly goes to the University of Kentucky at Lexington to participate in the State Speech Festival. And on April 25th, the senior play, The Trail of the Lonesome Pine, is presented. And starring in the play is Virgil Kinser. Janet Eisen, Shirley Brown, Peggy Fultz, Joella Kraft, Janice McKnight, Peggy Von Wick, Danella Breeding, Phyllis Hall, Harold Cook, S.T. Barrett, Paul York, and Charles Adams. And as April comes to an end, 109 seniors along with 4 chaperones meet at the Whitesburg bus station at 4 a.m. to put another layer of icing on their senior year as they were about to embark upon their senior trip. Maybe that was 108 students, since one of them did not get there in time, but her parents managed to run the bus down near the Virginia line. On their tour on day 1, they stopped at Natural Bridge, arrived at the Cairo Hotel, the tallest hotel in Washington, after dark. On day 2, they took an all-day tour of the Washington Monument, the Smithsonian Institution, a night visit to Echo Park, and the chaperones really enjoyed the roller coaster ride, as I understand. On day 3, they visited the Mint, Mount Vernon, and took a boat ride up the Potomac. Guess what? It's now May. What could be left to top off all that has happened for Whitesburg High School for these seniors? Oh yes, graduation day. Just about 10 days away for the Whitesburg High School class of 1956. A class of approximately 150 students, a class that included Ramona Spark, Verna Sue Fields, Herman Brush Jr., Patricia Baker, Vernita Combs, Christine Banks, Della Caudle, Joel Logan, Ramona Sturgill, Wesley D. Banks, Iva Lee Johnson, Wanda Lee Addington, Julia Faye Williams, George Spangler Jr., Anna Louise Fields, Mary Kay Fields, Billy June Parsons, Mary Rose Whitaker, Thomas W. Whitaker, Bonnie Eisen, Donna Sue Reynolds, Janet Clayton Eisen, and Paula Sue Delp. On Wednesday, May 16th, the senior class day occurs, and on Friday, May 18th, 1956, 150 seniors find themselves gathered together one last time for that major event in a teenager's life. The end of the road they have been traveling for the past 4 years at Whitesburg High School. For 4 long years that they have watched 3 graduations from the sideline. But tonight, they are the team, led by their coaches, Principal Kendall Boggs, and the faculty, their team captains, Joella Faye Kraft, the valedictorian, and Christine Banks, the salutatorian, each of which had some parting words for their classmates, and an advisory speech by Dr. Francis Hutchins, president of Berea College. You heard your name called by your principal one last time in recognition of your accomplishments at Whitesburg High School, as you stepped up one side of the stage as a student at Whitesburg High School and walked off the other side as a graduate of Whitesburg High School. You are the senior class of 1956, ending one journey and beginning another in search of your position in life. Good night, and may God bless.